news now.
When it gets to be really cold mornings like this, Kay and Taylor always come and ask me car care questions, and I have to give them this look because I don't know the answers. Chuck Miller does, and our number is 756-1212. Chuck, good to see you.
Good morning.
Cold temperatures like this, I mean, not only do those temperatures take a toll on us, they take a toll on their cars as well. What do we need to do? What can we give us some proactive tips that we can use when temperatures get like this?
Well, what we should have done when we knew the cold weather was coming.
Y'all paying attention over there?
I mean, literally, take your car to your local mechanic and say, hey, winter's coming, check this thing out. Because the cold weather is really hard on your car. It's hard on your ball joints, it's hard on the suspension, it's hard on the intake. I mean, there's a lot of things that's going on. So one of the things you do is take it in, get it inspected. I mean, that's highly important. Two, it's probably time for a tune-up.
Yeah.
You've been driving it all summer. In this area, we have this hot, humid, and it sticks all inside your intake and plenum. Now's the time to do a fuel system clean because in the winter time, colder weather, it's going to use more fuel. Make sure your air filter's clean, you know. And now we have a lot of dark weather.
Yeah, we do. Which leads me to the next question. Headlights. You know, you think that's a little thing, and most of us take headlights for granted. You should not do that. I saw some today that were actually turned on, but they were cloudy and misted over is the only way I can describe it. It looked like they weren't even turned on to full power.
It's scary, it really is. And there's a lot of, what do they call, life hacks out there where you can spray bug spray on them.
Yeah.
And it makes them look great. But what you see is where road debris, bugs and stuff like that is hit that plastic and it makes little indentions in it. So the only way to really get that right, and there's a couple systems out there. We use 3M, which is really good, but it's a heavy sand. You sand it all the way down and get all that out of it, and then slowly, it's like a 5-step process, polish it back. Because you can make it look good, but if you go out there and turn the headlights on, you'll still see it glare and not shining where it's supposed to. So it's really important if you're having that done, and especially at night because you can't see now.
And it's not just for your safety, it's for the other drivers out on the roadway safety.
Yes.
Take Chuck's advice and get that done. Elizabeth's got a quick question. Elizabeth, good morning. What's your question for Chuck Miller?
Yes, I have a 2006 Dodge Charger, and what it does, it runs really good, but it hesitates every once in a while if you push on the gas real hard, or if you're just starting out slow, it'll hesitate, shut down, and then come right back up. Can you tell me what that is?
Well, what I was talking about earlier with the fuel system cleaning, that's the most important thing you can do. The airflow, your car is supposed to have 14.7 parts air to 1 part gasoline. And it's really important that you get that together. And to make all that come in, your intake and the throttle body has to be clean. And so when that stuff is coming in and it's not clean, it's not going to the cylinders right, and your throttle body doesn't open up as quick as it should. And so it doesn't let the fuel come in as fast as it should. So more than likely, if you've got a hesitation on acceleration or when you go to passing gear, it's because your throttle body stopped up or the intake and plenum is stopped up. So that 3-part fuel system clean should take care of that.
One of the things also that I've heard you mention on your messages here is the importance of checking belts. I would imagine when you get to 15 to 20 degrees, the belts in the engine, they get a lot more brittle, therefore easier to break.
Easier to break, yes. The good part about that is today's belts are made out of more neoprene type material where it's almost like a felt, not like the rubber it is, so they don't crack and dry rot, but they wear. And so you can actually look at the belt and it look fine and you not see any problems, but there'll be wear on the belt. And what that does is you don't see it, but it starts to slip a little bit. You don't hear it because it's not the rubber anymore, but it builds up heat on your water pump, on your alternator, on your air conditioning system and stuff like that. So.
And when you do all these things that Chuck has talked about as far as maintaining your engine, not the headlights so much, but maintaining your systems and your engine, it's going to help your mileage in the long run. It's going to give you a safer, more dependable vehicle.
Tremendously. A fuel system clean makes a huge difference. It really does. And it's something that our parents never told us about because they had carburetors and intakes. Now it's all plastic and fuel injection.
All right, you can get in touch with Chuck. Tell us where you're located and your website.
5128 Hickson Pike, next to Abba's house, and HicksonTransmission.com.
HicksonTransmission.com and the phone number 875-2276. 875-2276. Chuck Miller, thank you so much. It is 6:51. We're back with more after this.